there everyone, this is Lilith and welcome back to another one of my videos for Eltenu. I'm so happy to be sharing this layout with you, which I created for our washi tape release. So for this layout, I'm going to be using 3 of the washi tapes, the Gilded Ombre, Glitter Flurries with the beautiful little flowers, and Golden Edge. So to start off, I popped some of the Glitter Flurries tape onto some white cardstock, and I did lots of fussy cutting and cut out lots of different flowers. Then I popped my black and white photo onto some white cardstock just to give it a little bit more contrast, and I picked this lovely striped paper from the Reflection scrapbook collection, if I'm not mistaken, or the Our Family scrapbook collection. I'll have to check that. And then I'm going to use the Gilded Ombre tape and just add this vertical stripe, sorry, this horizontal stripe to my background. Now to give this a little bit more definition, I'm going to be using the Golden Edge tape. Mine wasn't that sticky, so I just added a little bit more of glue to it, and then it just worked really well. And once I have that, I'm going to pop my photo on top of that horizontal stripe and then add it with some foam dots. I'm using foam dots here because I want to pop a couple of flowers beneath the photo as well, and the foam dots help me do that. So I'm going to start arranging my flowers and adhering them as I go along. And once I'm happy with how they look, I can work on the rest of the layout. So here you can see me just playing around with all those little tiny flowers. Now I know the fussy cutting can take a little bit of time, but I think it's quite relaxing to do. So I just take the paper with my washi tape on it and just sit in front of the TV or watch something on Netflix, and I just cut away. So here I thought I'd start with a kind of diagonal design, but in the end I'm going to go with a horizontal design just because I thought it looked better. But there are lots of different options here. All you have to do is play around with your flowers. So you can see at the middle part I had already stuck down, but then I will swap them around a little bit later on. So I'm happy with how my flowers look, and I'm going to start working on the title. And for this, I'm going to be using the Block Alpha stamp set, and I've taken out a couple of purple inks. And I did want to start stamping on the layout itself, which kind of worked out really well with the S. And then the Block Alpha stamp, this was the first time I was using it, and I should have practiced a little bit in advance because we are working with shadow here. Getting those stamps really nicely lined up, I kind of eyeballed it, but in the end it went all a bit wonky. They were spaced too far apart. So I had to come up with a plan B to get my title the way I wanted to. So what I did is I added a piece of washi tape over the title here, and then I stamped my title onto some separate cardstock, which I cut out by hand because there aren't any dies for this stamp set, if I'm not mistaken, or at least I didn't see any. And then I just popped them onto some foam dots and onto my layout. So there we go. I think the title on the layout itself would have worked, but as I do want it to look nice and neat, I just thought I'd work like this. I still have a couple of flowers left over, and I just play around with them. They don't look that well, so I just put them to one side. I'm going to add a couple of stamps in black. This one, it says the word smile. And because it didn't stamp really neatly, I'm just going to add a little bit of black with a black pen. This is a great way if you're not stamping like with a MISTI tool and you've just got a couple of white spaces and you don't want to stamp over it and you're not too sure if you can stamp over it or you're going to stamp correctly. I just use a black pen. I'm going to add a couple of more little stamps. This one says capture every moment. For all the links for these products, you can go to the Altenew scrapbook blog. So the only thing I have to do is add a couple of elements. I'm just going to use this lovely gilded ombre washi tape and cut out some butterflies. You could use dies or a punch if you have one, and just add those for a little bit of flow. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you very soon with another layout for Altenew, and don't forget to pop over to our scrapbook blog because there is a giveaway there for the release. So have a lovely day and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.